Hey, what's going on, guys? We're gonna talk about the 5 things you need to do to get out of your rut, your depression, your shit. I don't know what it is. So tune on in, hang on out. We're gonna go to the Jersey to Vegas podcast where I talk about the 5 things that I'm doing right now to get myself out of this fucking rut. I'll see you guys there. On the same page. And today what I'm gonna talk about is I'm gonna talk about the 5 things that I do to pull myself out of this rut. Guys, if you haven't been listening to the past podcasts or the past YouTube channel videos or whatever, I've been in a rut, right? I've been depressed, just almost back to suicidal, I don't even know, whatever, manic, mania, whatever it is you want to say, I am, right? And I'm in it. And last week I got into a piece of, I was almost going back to where I was on December 4th. And if you guys don't know what December 4th is, December 4th was the day that I pretty much was going to off myself, right? And it was getting back to that point and I couldn't let it happen. It couldn't let it happen. And now I had to really figure out why this is happening again. Why is it that I just wasn't finding the groove here? Like, why is it that I wasn't feeling right here? There's other reasons why I don't feel right, but why don't I feel good doing the things that I'm doing? Why don't I feel good? Why don't I feel like I'm accomplishing anything? I feel like my self-worth is 0, and I felt like I am contributing 0 to this family. Even though it's probably false, most likely false, right? But that's my head. It doesn't work in the way that other people's might. So I have to do a lot of work to restructure that. And there's a couple people out there just like you know, if you're listening, you're probably one of the people that kind of just need to hear this shit, right? And for me, it's 5 different things. I can name them now. I kind of read them. It's scribbled on my notebook right here because I wanted to make sure I organized it for you, and that's one of the things. So the first one is going to be reintroducing your goals, okay? Second one is organizing yourself and your days. The third one is work out and move. Fourth one is eat a little better. And then the 5th one is talk to someone. And I'm going to explain all these as I go down the line, but I want to make sure I went through all 5 of them. So just in case you already clicked off, you clicked off and at least you walked away with those 5 things. But I'm going to go a little bit more in depth into what it is I'm doing and the reasoning behind it. Because honestly, guys, I feel a lot better. Like, I feel not as sad, even though still sad. I don't feel not as depressed, even though depressed. I feel not as fat and disgusting and hate myself all the time, even though I'm still fat, disgusting, and hate myself all the time, because that's just what I've been doing for a long time. That's a lot more work than just depression and this shit. That's more self-hate, you know, and I'm a champ at that, if you guys want to know. I'm a champ at self-hate. Let's get to it. All right, I want to thank you guys again for coming out. I want to thank you and thank all the patrons, Patreon people, for my crew, the crew, for hanging out and, you know, contributing and doing what you can inside the Patreon group. And if you have any interest, please check it out, Patreon/Jersey to Vegas. So number 1 is going to be reintroduce your goals. Why? Why? Because there's one thing that I had to ask myself, and when I was asking myself this thing was, all right, I'm a champion on goal boards, vision boards. It worked for me. You know, it works. That shit works. It's not woo-za-za stuff. It works. You know, and I did it all the time, and I just haven't done it. And I tried to think about when was the last time I made a goal sheet or a vision board. And it wasn't probably since like 2018 when I had 55 Washington Avenue, which is a gym, Crank, down there, right? Not even 88, I didn't make no fucking vision board for that place. It was 55 I made the vision board for, and I hit it. You know, so it's like, why didn't I do that? Because you always have to ask yourself this question. Does your current situation match your dream? Or does your current situation match your ideal day? Let me see what I wrote down. Does your life match what you imagine it to be? I gave you 3 different scenarios. And the reason people are stressed out, hate their life, are depressed, or just want to kill themselves is because most likely our lives currently do not match the way we imagine them to be. And if I'm right, give me a like, give me a holla, give me a comment, do something. Okay, thumb up that shit if you agree with that, because it's true. So I had to rewrite it because I knew my goal. My goal was like, okay, get back to Nutley, fucking open up a gym, go hang out at Bucktown, go train outside with your friends, go hang out with the coaches that you fucking love. That's what I want to do, right? That's my goal, that's my dream. But I'm here, take care of my kids, cleaning the house, picking up Nat, dropping off Nat, picking up Phoenix, dropping off Phoenix, picking up Sage, dropping off Sage, bring the dogs out, walking 3 times a day. I'm doing that shit. None of that matches. Do I love my family? Fuck yeah, I do. Do I love what I used to have? Fuck yeah, I do. But those 2 worlds weren't, I have no control over the gym world anymore. Okay, so I had to rewrite my goal. And what I wrote down for my goals, because I'm trying to overcome an obstacle that I have 0 control over. So my new goal is to be the best dad you can be. And I know, everyone says, oh yeah, but you're a great dad, and you do this. No, I do the things that are right, but I don't imagine myself as, that is my goal, right? That is my job. I have to be a good father. I think everyone has to be a fucking good father. Right? But now in this situation, I don't have a gym to do. I don't have a job to go to. So my goal is to be the best fucking supportive dad, husband I can be. If that means cleaning the floor and fucking taking all the dogs out and then mopping up their dog hair every day and cleaning the toilets and washing the dishes, make sure you got slamming fucking meals when you get home, the kids have lunch and they're fed, and I go shopping, I do everything right to make it look good, well then that's my goal. Because that's the only thing I can control. That's it. If I could do that and I focus around that, I can't be upset. When you're gonna get upset is when I go, oh, I have to go shopping, I have to make dinner, I have to make lunch, I have to walk the dogs, I have to pick up Nat, drop off Phoenix, pick up Phoenix, drop off Phoenix, pick up Nat, drop off. When am I gonna be able to work for myself and go open up a gym? No wonder I was getting upset. Because I'm on Indeed looking for jobs. I'm on LinkedIn. Psych, I'm not on LinkedIn looking for jobs. I can't even finish my profile. I can't do any of it. But I look. And it's causing chaos in my head. It's causing me to be depressed. It causes me to feel insignificant. Because I can't achieve it. Like I can't do it. It's impossible for me to find a full-time job and then try to take care of the kids at the same time. It doesn't make sense. So I had to accept the fact that I had to reintroduce new goals. And once I did that, shit just shifted, right? It just changed. Because now I accept the fact that this is what I'm doing, and this is my goal now. My goal is to be fucking make slamming ass meals. I hate the word, why do I say slamming? Slamming ass meals. And then understand that like this goal is not meant to be forever, even though sometimes it feels like it. Right? It feels like it's going to be forever and you're never going to get out of it and you're going to be doing this for the rest of your life. No. That's another thing that I had to accept, is that this is temporary, but do the best job you can for what your goal is. And that's it, because I can control this factor. If you guys agree with me, give me a like, shout it out, give me a comment, let me know. Let me know how you feel about this. Maybe you also have this disconnection with goals and present life and imaginary life. Because that's what causes a lot of shit. And I'm glad I kind of found that out. But next is another more important part, is organizing yourself. Right? Because I don't mean by organize yourself by like cleaning your room, you know, I mean like organize yourself to understand that you are worth it. Right? Find out what is it in the things you do in your day that make you. You know, so for me, I have to like map out, for me to be happy and understand like you're worth something and you're doing something worth being loved, or even loving yourself, I have to see it on paper. Because I could do all this shit in a whirlwind and never know that I actually did it, because I'm just gonna be like, nope, this is what I have to do, this is what I do, so I'm just gonna fucking do it. No, you have to write it down. I have to write it down. I'm not saying you do, I have to. Okay, so from 5 a.m., 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I have a sheet. It's over here. I should have fucking picked it up, but maybe I have it over here inside my paper. Maybe I have one. Maybe I have one. Hold on, let me see. I might have one here. I do. A planner. I'll show you a planner. So, there's the numbers. And then it says today's plan. There's the date. I like to write down what am I grateful for that day. Okay, I write down what am I grateful for that day. What are my 3 goals I want to accomplish in that day. And then a bunch of other things like, you know, appointments or whatever, a little box for creativity. But mainly for me, it's marking down my day. So at 6 a.m., I'll write walk the dogs, or 5 a.m. walk the dogs, make breakfast, dress up Phoenix, bring him to school. Then I have, once I bring him to school, now I have Sage. What do I do with Sage? Well, we're gonna go for a walk again, a long one with the dogs, and then get lunch ready. Once lunch is ready, then bring her swimming, and then swimming, then we get around, then I gotta clean the house, and then I gotta prepare dinner, you know, and then I just kind of write down everything I did that day, from the smallest little thing to the biggest thing, just to show myself that I'm not a piece of shit that does nothing all day long. I don't just sit down on the fucking couch all day long. You know, a lot of people say, oh, what do you, stay-home dad? What do you do, just sit down, drink beer, and watch fucking La La Zuza? Oh, you know, that's not anything. I couldn't think of a cartoon. Gabby's Playhouse, that's what she's watching now. I need that structure in my life. You know, I don't know what yours is, but you have to find that structure to make you feel like you're important. You know, you have to have that structure to make you feel like you're worth something. You have to put your life into some structure to make it feel like you're accomplishing something, that you're progressing. Because another reason we don't, or another reason we get depressed is because we don't progress. I made progress sound like depressed, right? We get depressed because we don't progress. That actually rhymed. So if you don't see that day to day, you don't see that within the month or even the year, but yeah, you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be really upset. You're gonna be very sad. Because everyone's job in this world right now, in our mindset and Western civilization, is that we have to progress as a person. You know, if not, we feel insignificant. We don't feel right. So organize yourself. Figure it out. What's best for you? You don't have to use my sheets. Do your thing. I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just telling you what I do. But you need something to organize, to structure, to make yourself feel significant inside your life. And that's what number 3 does. Number 3 is my favorite, obviously. Number 3 and 4, pretty simple for me to do, work out. I work out. I'm so happy right now that I'm working out. Right, like I talked about it in the last couple podcasts ago, I'm using Ageless Athlete by James Smith. Okay, Diesel Crew, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's called Ageless Athlete because I'm ageless and I'm old and shit hurts. So right now, it doesn't hurt. Sure, it asks, like, it's requiring like a barbell and a squat rack and lat pull down machines, but I'm smart enough to understand that I don't need it. And I understand how to use dumbbells in a way to alter and restructure the workout that they give us. But at the same time, it's consistency. And I don't have to think. And that's why I love using it. But ever since following this program, adding the structure, it makes me do it. And it's the first time in months that I've worked out almost every day this week. You know, and at the same time, it's helping me reach the goals that I want. And the goals do not feel like shit anymore, which means like I used to just work out to pound myself and beat myself up. Now I'm doing it to feel good. You know, and I'm doing it in a way where I'm stretching beforehand, doing all the soft tissue and mobility work, then get the workout, and then even more importantly, I'm recovering afterwards. I'm taking the time to stretch because it's done for me. It's on the program, and that's why I fucking love it. You know, I don't have to think, but also I have to do the work. And I think that's very, very important. You know, you have to move. Working out is very important. And I'm not saying you have to do what I do. Your workout, like I have a patron, J-Rock, right? He's on there and he doesn't have any gym equipment, right? He's got a bike, but he's doing what he can. I send him workouts using his body weight. It's not important to just work out and like have this whole strength program. You don't need that. Sometimes you need to walk. Walking has so much benefit to it, and I know everyone's like, what are you gonna walk to? Yeah, what's somebody gonna try to lose weight? No, I'm not trying to lose weight fucking walking, even though you can. I'm trying to free my mind and get my body moving. That's what walking's for. Walking's not me. Oh my god, I'm gonna walk 17,000 miles and then hopefully I lose 17 pounds. So every mile I lose a pound. 17 miles equals 17 pounds, I swear. No, it doesn't. 17 miles equals fuck, your feet are gonna hurt. Where do you have the time to walk 17 miles nonetheless? And where are you going? Just walk a little bit. Wake up in your organized sheet or structured chart. Pick the days that you're gonna get up early and just put your fucking sneakers on, walk out the door and walk around the block. It's that simple. Because the block becomes 4 blocks. And then 4 blocks becomes a mile, even though 4 blocks might be a mile depending on where you live. You know what I'm trying to say? Start off slow, start off little. Don't start off and like, don't do New Year's Eve shit or New Year's resolution shit. New Year's resolution shit's the worst. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go full force for every day of the week for 3 weeks and then give up the rest of the 49. It's great to do 3 weeks, good for you. What about the rest of those 49 weeks? Hopefully I'm doing the math right. So I'd rather you do something that's simple, that you could do for 49 weeks instead of 3 hard. Find what it is you need to do. If you need help, let me know. If you agree, like up. If you need help, just comment and I'll fucking comment back. Like comment, ask me. I'll fucking hook you up with every, you know how many programs I have? I own 3 million programs. I've created 3,000 programs and I have them. I have kettlebells, I have dumbbells, I have body weight, I have gymnastics, I have barbell, I have strength, I have powerlifting, I have everything you fucking want. Just ask me. Comment, let me know. Otherwise, I can't help you. So, if you don't speak up, I can't speak for you. Number 4, choose to eat better. I'm not saying going on a diet, people. I'm not saying going on a diet. I think diets are needed when needed, especially in sport. But a diet is it's your habit, it's your daily eating routine. That's what a diet is. Maybe you have to alter your daily eating routine in order to feel better for yourself. Which means, if you're drinking 13 liters of soda, cut that shit out. It's that easy. Just cut it out. I want to. It's okay, cut down to 13 to 3. What the fuck you need 13 liters of soda for? What the fuck's wrong with you? You don't need it. 3's fine, I'll take it. And then soon enough, it becomes 1, and then after that, you drink seltzer water. It's fucking that simple. No, it's not, it's very hard. But I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be the biggest diet. Maybe it's just an alteration inside your daily eating habits. Maybe you're not eating enough, most likely. That's what everyone is. No one's eating enough. So here's 3 tips I'll give you right now. I'll give you 3 tips. 3 simple tips for nutrition. Number 1, drink more water. Wow, that's interesting. I'll bet you don't even drink water. So what's the point of doing other things if you can't even continuously, systematically drink water every single day? The same amount, if not more. That's one challenge. Drink more water. Interesting, right? Not coffee. Don't start off with a fucking cup of coffee and think that's water, okay? Don't drink no seltzer water and think that's water. Drink water on top of your seltzer water and on top of your coffee. And now we're talking. All right? Give the body what it's made of. Hey, give the body what it's made of. Water. That's 1. Number 2, you ready? Eat more protein. But then I have to get Costco and then go buy chicken fingers and then same time gotta get the naked chicken fingers and then I gotta go to Costco, get the rotisserie that's pre-made already. Yeah, that's what you think you have to do. No, add a fucking chicken sandwich to your day. Eat more eggs in the morning. Have some protein at lunch with that shitty salad that you made. At dinner time, when you have pasta, throw a piece of fucking meat on it. Did I take anything away from you? Nope, I didn't. I didn't say take this. I didn't say take away the pasta. I didn't say take away your dressing. I didn't say take away anything. I said add. Is that depriving you? No. Now just a little bit more work. Eat more protein. The more muscles you have, the more calories you're gonna burn. Remember that. Added that on top of your exercise and a good balance, you'll see some good results. Number 3, what do you think I'm gonna say? Eat a vegetable. Eat a vegetable. Most of us don't. Pizza, chicken fingers, sandwich. That's it. Maybe some lettuce from your sandwich. Eat more vegetables. I'm not saying become a rabbit. I'm not saying become vegan. I'm not saying become a vegetarian. I'm saying eat some more veggies. Right? It's 3 simple things. Chicken, broccoli, water. Brought it back. That was a diet I made up a while ago. Chicken, broccoli, water. That's it. It's that simple. But then as you get better, clean it up. As you feel better, clean it up more. Because you're gonna feel better about yourself. You're gonna start feeling your body change. You're gonna start feeling like less bloated and more lean. Did I say that right? More lean? You're gonna be leaner. I don't know. Maybe I said it right or wrong. But it's those little things that count. I give you another one. Here's number 4. Maybe I go 5. I go 4. Get more sleep. Sleep, and when we go to nutrition certifications, number 1 thing they talk about is sleep. Making sure you get enough sleep. But I only need 4 hours a day. That's what I say, because I'm bipolar. If you're bipolar, then yeah, you have no choice rather than to function under 3-4 hours fucking under mania. But otherwise, you can. You have to structure your day to make sure you get more sleep. If that's adding supplementation like melatonin or CBD or just smoking some fucking pot, why not? I'm not saying drink alcohol to go to sleep because that's not really gonna help you. That's calories. Smoke pot, just do that instead. You'll probably fall asleep a lot faster and for a longer period of time. Have a nice nightly routine. Stay away from your phone, put it away, turn the lights off, things of that nature. You know, otherwise you're gonna keep getting up over and over and over again. You have a good sleep routine, but sleep. A lot of the clients that I have, if they just sleep a little bit more, they automatically start losing weight. Isn't that fucking crazy? It's crazy because your body needs it. Your body needs sleep. It wants sleep. It definitely does. So I'm gonna keep it at 4 because I could keep going down the line, but I won't. So just eat better, all right? More water, more protein, more vegetables, more sleep. Whoa, did we take anything away from you? I didn't take anything away, did I? No, I didn't. Can I go chicken, broccoli, water, snooze? Nah, it doesn't make sense. It's not smooth. It's not smooth like that. And what's the last one? Oh, here we go. Number 5, talk to someone. Number 5 is fairly the most difficult one. Talking to someone, finding a therapist, finding a psychiatrist, finding anyone that's professional to talk to. Nothing's wrong with you. If you go talk to someone, nothing is wrong with you. No matter what you watch in the movies, no matter what your parents told you from 1983, because most of my demographic is like 30s to 50s that listen to me. Maybe a little 20s, some of you guys. Don't be afraid to get a fucking therapist. Talk to that motherfucker. Find someone you like. Don't like talk to someone that you fucking hate. Find someone you like, talk to that person, and just talk. Like sometimes there's no map or road of why we're doing this or doing that. Like, just talk to them. Let them figure out the road and way that they want to find out, to ask the right questions. You know, if they're not asking questions either, then don't fucking see them anymore. But they should be asking you questions as well, on top of you just talking whatever it is you need to talk about. And don't be scared to talk. I remember the first therapist I went to, he's actually a psychiatrist. I didn't even understand what's happening. I was gonna kill my parents. I almost stabbed my dad with a knife, and he threw I threw chairs in the back of the restaurant, and I was gonna punch my mom in church. So that's how bad it was. After that point, I went running because I couldn't take it anymore. So I went running because that's how I deal with my shit, right? I work it out. And while I was running with headphones on, I saw a bunch of kids laughing. I thought they were talking shit about me. Now, maybe it was my bipolar and my mania where I hear voices and overthink things, but I went up to them and started screaming at them as loud as I can, scaring the shit out of them. They probably weren't even saying shit. But I have a traumatic episode where I had a gun pulled out on my back and it just doesn't feel good. So, and also being, fat, people making fun of you, things just collectively became traumatic. So after that, I had to go see someone, forced of course by my parents. And when I did, I just didn't give a shit. I didn't listen, and he just gave me medicine. It was the worst time of my life. It was the worst diagnosis. It was the worst medication. It was terrible. I had the worst experience on medication. Did it help me? I have no idea. I was blacking out half the time. I couldn't even, my mouth was so dry. I was being poisoned by medication, and I didn't even know it because I was so ignorant that I didn't even do the research on the medication that I was taking. I didn't even ask, nor did I tell them. So I didn't tell them anything was wrong. I just assumed that this is what happens under medicine. I was dying, pretty much. And I guess I got what I wanted, right? But you have to talk to someone. I remember talking to my care, and nothing happened. Nothing happened until I finally went to another one that I started actually communicating with. And then I started seeing more progress. I started seeing more progress. And that's what I want for you guys, is to make sure you guys talk to someone, something, anyone that's professional. I know you have best friends. I know everyone's got good friends. I get it. You have good friends. Cool. They still don't ask the right questions. Now, it's cool. I'll talk to them too. I love my friends. I love the ones I fucking vent to. Sometimes I feel really bad that I have to keep venting to the same person all the time. I really do. Like, I feel fucking bad. But they're open to it, and that's what a friend is, right? They're open to being there for you. They're open to listen. They're open to just whatever they do. And I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate it to the deepest bottom piece of my heart. I don't know what that meant, but the bottomest hole inside my black fucking heart. But yeah, talk to someone, guys. Talk to your therapist. Talk to your friends too. They should be a good combo. Because being in a rut is not fun at all. Being depressed is not cool. But yeah, talk to someone, guys. Talk to your therapist. Talk to your friends too. They should be a good combo. Because being in a rut is not fun at all. Being depressed is not cool one fucking bit. But when you start to see progress and you start to feel better and you start to see yourself again, nothing better than that. And I can say that I'm starting to see more of myself again. Of course I want to go back home. Of course I want to see all the friends and fucking go coach with them. Of course I want to hang out with my friends and fucking do nothing. Of course I want to go to Bucktown and get my ass kicked and smell fucking sweaty balls. But it's not gonna happen. And I can't control that. The only thing I can do is control the things that I can control. And that's it. Guys, give me a second. I'm gonna recollect myself. We're gonna go back to a little bit of sponsorship. And then after that, we'll close up and let's take this bad boy home, shall we? Hold up, I'll be right back.
Like what you hear so far? Make sure you never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now. This podcast is made possible by listeners like you.
All right, guys, welcome back. And we're going to close up a little bit here, but I want to make sure I shout out Dibs on the Mind Muscle Connection. I was on their podcast last week. It was awesome. He's an IFBB pro, which means he's qualified to compete at the Olympia. That's huge. That's huge. That's like the shit you see on Muscle Fitness magazine and Flex. Are those even magazines anymore? I don't remember. But even more so, like being on there, and they talk about mindset a lot, and it was a really good conversation. So if you can check it out, I'll definitely put the link somewhere in this this caption inside the bio, and then also down below inside YouTube. So I'll put that in. Next week we are going to have a guest, I hope. I'm hoping that we're going to have one. It's my friend Coach Rose, or Mark Rosamilia. He is also was a bodybuilder. We actually bodybuilded at the same time. Got a cool story about him. Really quick is I was competing in Miami for a thing called Muscle Mania. It was run by ESPN. So it was a natural bodybuilding competition out in Miami, Florida. This was the championships. And when we went out there, I was just getting ready, putting tanner, drinking zero water, trying to make sure my legs are rested. And all of a sudden, my friend who was with me, who was like my my coach, I guess, it was Jay, and then usually a kid named Timmy, or a guy named Timmy. And he knew another guy, he knew my friend now, and just they started talking. And it turned out, like all the way in Miami, this guy's from Bloomfield, or Belleville as well, right? They're from Belleville. There's two guys, Joe and Mark. And it was just a fun time. Yeah, I don't want to get too much. We'll talk about it more on the podcast next week, but having him here is really good, especially if you're vegan or vegetarian, because he is a vegan. So he's a vegan bodybuilder, and he's been vegan for a long time. I think even during the times that we competed, he was a vegan bodybuilder. So it's a very difficult thing to do inside that field, but it's very interesting to, I like listening to other people's take about what it is, because I know a lot of people watch Game Changers, and then once that flick came out, everyone like changed up, right? Everyone did their thing. Listen, it's a choice. I'm not gonna tell, I eat chicken, I eat beef. I'm not gonna force someone to eat it, unless you don't eat protein then, but if you're not vegetarian, but if you are vegetarian, why would I force you to eat meat? Like, that's your choice. Same thing with him, and he's seen tons of results. Now, not only that, Mark is very resilient as well. He has a lot of highs and lows, ups and downs. We talk a lot, and when we talk, it's usually when it's lows, but at the same time, he's a great dude. So I really hope we get him next week. I'm sure we will, and I'm gonna talk to him again, but definitely tune in for next week. Oh, hear all that banging? That's Nat telling me she loves me. What's up, guys? Because it's Friday. She doesn't love me. She's just binging because it's Friday, and she's very happy that she can leave work. But let's recap today, okay? The 5 things you need to do to get the fuck out of a rut. 1, reintroduce your goals. Why? Because does your life match what it is you imagine it to be? Because if not, it's gonna create a lot of stress. Okay, so recreate your goals. Find out what it is you can control and try to make a goal that matches that. Like, if you have 0 money and you want $3 million, well, that's a big goal to kind of go for. Why don't you step back a little bit, and how do you make 1,000 first? Then from there, that goal, find another one and another one until it reaches 3 million. I think shooting too high and then starting from 0, I hate the things like, you shoot for the moon because your feet are on the stars. Shoot for the moon because the sun's burning your feet. A sun will burn your feet too. I don't even know if that's a fucking quote, but it's bullshit, okay? Because if you're shooting for the stars but you're all the way down here, you're just gonna get pissed off, right? How do you get on top of a building first? After the building, how do I get to a skyscraper? After the skyscraper, how could I get to a cloud? Then you'll get to the fucking moon. Asshole. Like, take it slow. Figure it out that way. I'm sorry. Number 2, organize yourself, restructure yourself. Make sure you have some type of organization. Make sure you have some type of structure to realize you're worth it. Right? Understand that the things you do now, if you're not doing anything, well, now you gotta rethink it a little bit, okay? Because you're just thinking about the fucking moon. If your day has nothing on it, well, then you have every right to be depressed. It's up to you to fucking get up off your feet. Or your ass. Either way. We can't do anything for you. I can't do anything from this microphone for you if you're not ready to stand up and do something. If you're just gonna sit there and be willful, well then, you're gonna live there inside your hut or your rut. Because I can't do anything for you. And neither can anyone else. Because it's up to you. All this shit is up to you. No one is going to hand this to you. No one is going to help you. Guys, I'm on every fucking medication they can give me. I'm on psychiatry sessions, therapy sessions. Nothing was working until I decided that I needed to fucking change. So if that's you, look into my eyes right now. Look into my eyes. You have to fucking change. You have to change something. And it's going to be hard. It's gonna be hard to get up because no one understands depression. I understand it. It's fucking hard. And I'm not saying you have to do it every day. I'm not saying you have to do it every minute and just stand up and go. But you gotta fucking try. And if you fucking sit back down, well then you sit back down. But you do the next day, you gotta fucking try again. And keep fucking trying. Because you can fucking do it. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Most of us don't have anyone that fucking believes in us enough to think that we're good enough for shit. I'll tell you right now, I believe in everybody. as long as they fucking believe a little bit in themselves. A little bit. You give me a little bit of effort, a smidge, I will help you make that smidge into a fucking big mark. That's guaranteed. But it's gotta be you first. So if you see yourself doing nothing, and I understand if you're depressed and it's hard to get up, I know. But there's gonna be a day where you have a little bit of energy, get up. And do whatever you can. All right, organize yourself and get your shit going. And then you can fall right into the next thing, just go walk. If you have enough energy to do something, take a piss, go for a walk instead. And then piss your pants. Eat a little better, drink some more water. And then last thing, make sure you talk to someone. You could even do that first. Talk to me, I'm here. Talk to anyone. All right, so those are the 5 things that will help you guys get out of your rut. It's helping me get out of my rut. And I do appreciate you guys coming out this week. I really, really, really do, because it was very important for me to talk about this. Super important. Because there wasn't a day in the past couple months that I felt free. I'm starting to feel free. And it's fucking scary. It's fucking scary. But it's good. So, guys, thank you so much for coming out. This is Pete from the Jersey to Vegas podcast, episode number 11. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart, and I hope to see you guys next week. And if not, check out our YouTube, and if you haven't, check out our merch store, which is jerseytovegas.com. I got some shirts on there from Crank, some other stuff, and then whatever else I use for my own branding, because I am my own brand, people. I am my brand. So at least I know that. Anyway, I don't have to fuck that man. Guys, thank you so much. Peace out, Cub Scout. I'll never say that again. And have a great week. I'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or leave a rating and review. To catch all the latest from Pete, you can follow him on Instagram at Pete Isip. Thanks again, and see you next week.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.